In this video, I'm going to show you how to call an uploaded file in Copilot Studio from a prompt. This episode is sponsored by the AI and Copilot Summit running March 17th through the 19th at Torrey Pines Hilton in San Diego, where 750 plus business and technology leaders will join folks like myself and Donna Sarkar and others from Microsoft, along with dozens of speakers from the community to explore the potential of AI on business outcomes. Register today at copilotsummitna.com. And thanks to them for sponsoring videos like this to make it possible to bring you guys great content. So you may wonder why you even care about this particular video. And that's going to be because many things inside of Copilot Studio you're going to want to do inside of tools that are called prompts. Or you want to build a topic and you want to call a prompt to be able to do some sort of processing on a file. Well, Copilot Studio allows you to upload a file now into your agent experience, but calling it and being able to call that file and be able to know how to pull that piece of data in from your agent into your prompt is sort of a key part of understanding how to leverage Copilot Studio now that we have these new capabilities for you. So say that you wanted to, I don't know, let's say we wanted to take a PDF file and we wanted to summarize it, or we wanted to be able to do data extraction or something of this nature over those files. Well, Copilot Studio will allow you to do that, but you need to be able to pass that file to a prompt. So I'm going to show you a little trick about how to be able to do this in the video today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So first, let's go into Copilot Studio and let's take a look at this sample that I've built for us today to play with. What you're going to see is that I've basically got a very simple agent that's basically set up to be able to process a document. Now, to process a document, it just means it's going to summarize the document. That will be what the prompt does. But know that prompts can do many different things. And for summarization of a document with Copilot Studio, especially if you move to, say, a GPT-5 chat as your base, you'll be able to do summarization by just uploading a file and saying that you would like to summarize it. However, one of the things I want to show you is sort of a trick that we can use as we start playing with this. Know that you may want to look at different prompts and things of this nature. I'm just using summarization as an example today to be able to give you an example of how you can use prompts and what you may want to do. Another example of it could be that you want to extract data out of a document or things of that nature. And I'll run a different video that shows how to do like a extraction of data from different files, including Excel files. But what I want to focus on today is specifically making sure that you know how to be able to get the file that you've uploaded and pass it into the prompt. So let's first go take a look at how this is all set up. So we'll go and we'll look and we'll see that we have a tool. This tool is a prompt that has been created. For those that don't know how to create a prompt, all you have to do is click Add Tool and then go here and click Prompt, and you can create your own prompt. In this case, what we have is we have one that's very simple, that's just a process document prompt. Now, inside of this prompt, one of the things I've done is I've said only be able to reference this whenever you go through a topic. Now, the reason I do it this way is I want to make sure that I only trigger this when I say I want to trigger it. So I'm telling the orchestrator, I don't want you to be in control of this. Now, do I have to do that for this video? Not necessarily, but again, I want to show you guys the capabilities of the product and make sure that you're aware that you have this capability. The other thing is going to be that let's take a look at the actual prompt itself. So now that we have the prompt up, you'll see here that I've got all this different pieces of information. You'll even see that I'm telling it information here about how to handle Excel files. And that's actually kind of interesting because natively we don't support, nor does any large language model support Excel files in the format of just passing an Excel directly to the large language model. But you'll see here that I give it some instructions that when it gets this, I want it to convert it to a CSV file, which is going to be supported by large language models. Now, how does that all end up coming together to be able to allow us to do it? Well, if you notice now I can come in and I can say that I want to upload a document, and I'm just going to add this one sample jobs list that I've got here, and you'll see that this is added here, and I can go ahead and click test, and what we're going to see is that it's going to handle this inside of the GPT-5 model and give us a response. And as you can see, we get a response that talks about what was inside of that Excel file that I just passed it. Now the question is, how did I get it to allow me to pass the Excel file? Well, one of the ways that I did that is I went in and I went into settings. And the key is enabling Code Interpreter. Code Interpreter is going to be the part of this particular prompt that allows me to be able to say, I want to convert that Excel file from one file format to a file format that the actual large language model can actually use. So if you're going to do something like complex operations where you want to generate code, you want to write into a Dataverse table, you want to calculate things and all of that nature, then you're going to want to enable Code Interpreter on your particular implementation. Now, if we look at beyond that, notice that you may wonder, how did I get this document input in? And the answer is you can say add content, and right here is image or document. And as you can see, you can add additional inputs. Now, we're not going to do that for today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out of this and we'll test this using a PDF file. Now, what you may understand is that we showed how to be able to build the actual prompt to be able to pass a file, and you have to map it through to be able to say that you actually want to pass a specific file. So the way this one works today is I just decided to use a trigger off of a topic to call the particular tool versus just calling the tool directly. Again, not necessary for our demo, but doing it so that you guys can see that this is possible inside of Copilot Studio in case you need to do any type of pre-processing or post-processing of your prompt. So now the other thing that I want to show you is I want to show you how to actually get the file from Copilot Studio that you go and you upload. And the trick is going to be right here. So if we look at this formula, you're going to see that this formula will allow us to say, I want to grab the last file that was uploaded into Copilot Studio. And that file will be held in system.activity.attachments.content. And so what we do is we say we want to get the last file that was uploaded because it will continue to add additional files as you go along. And in this case, I want to be able to use the last file that came in to be able to do this. So if you're looking at being able to do this across the board, you might want to use the first, you might want to use the last. It really comes down to what you want to call from the different attachments that have been attached. In this case, we're just using the last file that was attached. And by passing that into the input on our prompt, we're able to do something like this, where I can say, process this file, and then I can take it and we can pass in the PDF version of that file and we'll let it do the work. And as you can see, we've passed in our PDF document and it went through and it gave us a summary off of the PDF document, much like what we did with the Excel file. Now I'm going to show you another little trick that I did just as a helper for you guys, and that is going to be if I just say summarize, or let's just say that I pass in something that says summarize this file. When I do this, what's going to happen is it's going to come back and it's going to say, oh, please ensure that you attach the document that you want that's converted directly to that request. Now, Copilot Studio doesn't do this by default. It actually will only do this if you do error handling to be able to handle it. So let's click on this particular message here, and which will take us over to how I've edited the error logic. And what you'll see here is that I've basically created a condition that says if in the error message string it contains this string of text, which I will try to show you really quick here. And you'll see this is the text that I told it to provide, which is if it contains this information in the response, then I want to be able to handle this error. And what do I want it to do? I want it to be able to say, you need to go upload the file directly and then in the topic. So that this way, what I'm doing is I'm handling the issue if someone does not upload the file but ask for it to be uploaded. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video today, and for more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, you can try Copilot Studio at aka.ms/trycopilotstudio.